What is up, guys? Welcome back to another movie review. It's your boy Ethan, aka Voices in the Movies. Today, we're going to be reviewing Godzilla Minus One. Now, honestly, this is a W movie. If you really don't like this movie, go get a job. Go get a job. I don't know what you're missing out if you did not see this movie. Um, I found this movie really good. Um, um, let's see. We're gonna get straight into it. We're gonna go with positives, and then we'll go negatives, spoiler free. Um, Final grade, negative, and then spoiler filled. So this movie, the positives really is mostly Godzilla because at the beginning, oh, actually no, I can't say that, but like he goes and it's just so amazing. Like it's like it just it's like finding the words for it. It's like um it's it just starts off the movie so amazing. Um, it's just like it's just it was made for just this. But um sorry, I'm just trying to remember the main character's name. But also another positive is like the way they did Godzilla's atomic breath was just really amazing. Like you really could not just mess that up. Like and it was they did not do it wrong. Um Guy that plays main character is Gamiki Renzoke. Um, I think that's the name. But he was really good. Really, he did not. He suited the character so good. It was like you couldn't even find a better guy. And even though it took Japan a long, long time to make good movies, this movie was really worth it. Another positive that I find amazing is mostly I like how they show Godzilla in the beginning and they show how he grew throughout the movie, which I find so amazing. It's just they made this movie so perfect. Like they actually listened to us for once, and they made this movie everything that it needed. They did not disappoint, and yeah. Um, I know I was gonna go spoiler free, but some of the negatives for me, there's not really that many negatives, really. Um, it's the only real negative that I see is that some people aren't gonna want to watch this in Japanese, and some people are gonna be like, "Oh, but it's in Japanese. I don't want to read subtitles." Like, suck it up, bro. Just reading subtitles. That's one thing I see that people will go crazy about. Even my father, he was like, "Oh, I'm not gonna watch this because it was in subtitles." I'm like, "Bro, just read it. Just read it." That's the only really negative I see because people will be like, "Oh, let me watch it in English," but they won't do it in English. And also another negative really is why are we gonna get why? Oh, wait, actually no, I'll say that in spoiler field. I'll tell you the last negative when we get into spoiler field. Now we'll get into my final grading. So it was I was on the verge of changing this to a 4, but my final grading for Godzilla Minus One is 5 out of 5 stars. Now it was a little almost about to get to 4.5 stars. I mean 4 out of 5 stars because the ending. Now the ending was amazing. Just the little cliffhanger that they gave us, I found it really annoying. I mean, we kind of did spoiler free, so we're gonna do spoiler filled, and then we'll go back to spoiler free. But this the negative that I was talking about earlier was the fact that we get when they kill Godzilla, they're like, "Oh, he's not dead yet. He still got his heart is beating, so he'll grow back." I'm like, just why would you do that? There's really no point. Like you should just left it where it was, just kept it there, and you're done. Just I don't find I don't see the reason why they just do that. Because they should have, like, I know they're trying to look like, oh, they're all the other Godzilla movies. They're like, oh, we're like Warner Brothers. We can do this. No, just leave it. It was an amazing movie to begin with. Just leave it. Like, I'm still with my 5 out of 5 stars. Like, just leave it. Like, I'm excited to see what's gonna happen, but just you should just left it alone. Like, and it had its the storytelling through this movie is amazing, really. And you see the progression over the years before Koki, I can't say his name, Kokochi, he gets, like, he just he gets through it, and it's just like, oh, we can, if we can still we can still do a sequel, and we can still, we can still make it better. Like, it's gonna have to be better than the first one, but I don't even think it's gonna be better, because it's like, oh, he's alive again, oh, it's okay, we'll kill him again, and we'll keep killing him. Like, are we just gonna keep killing him and killing him? Like, my prediction for the next movie is that they're gonna make a mech. Like, they're gonna be ready, maybe, or not, no, not ready, but like, if they see him, they're gonna be like, oh, it's time to build a robot now, because we don't got Kokochi, I can't say his name. Like, oh, we don't got him no more. Oh, we're gonna make a mech, because that's how the originals went. But it's just like, are we gonna do that to the point where it's gonna turn into Godzilla versus Kong with Mecha Godzilla, or is it gonna, like, be Mecha Ghidorah? Like, why are we gonna? It's not clearly laid out for us yet. But is it like is it gonna be worth it to even, like, really watch it? Really, like, I'm gonna still see it, but why would you? I'm still questioning why they still are gonna make a sequel. Which, when I saw this, I didn't even see this till like 3 weeks or 4 weeks after. I was like, why would they do that? I was questioning myself. I was like, why would you do that? Just leave the story as it is. Because they could have left it where they kill Godzilla. Oh, everybody's happy. Yay. Everybody in Japan lives happily ever after. But no, you got to screw up the story. I know I'm being really negative right now, but I don't see the reason. Like, if you take a movie like Godzilla versus Kong, there had to be another one, because they left us with stuff that was actually reasonable. This, you killing off a Titan and then saying, oh, he's still alive, that's not reasonable. Like, okay, you might say that, oh, in Godzilla vs. Kong, Ghidorah came back because he was Mecha Godzilla. That don't matter. They did that for a reason. Like, at least they made it reasonable. They're not making this reasonable. Like, even if he gonna watch as he comes back next movie, oh, I'm like supercharged and all that. Like, just, it don't make sense. It just it just don't. Just stop. Just stop. Like, and even if they somehow nail the next movie, I still think I'm gonna like this movie more. That's kind of, well. Wait, let me say one more thing before I leave. The directors knew what they were doing, which I found it amazing. But another thing was, why would because I knew they had the main character as a backup for to put the bomb. Why would you? It's still like, are you gonna do that in the next movie again because you know how to kill him? Like, Godzilla's gonna be like, no, I already know what to do, so you can't do that. So, like, what's gonna happen next? Like, are they gonna pull out a whole mech and do it? Like, I want to know what's gonna happen, but also I kind of hate how they did this, where it's like, oh, he's still alive, but it's gonna take him a while, so give us a while. Which the directors, they know what they're doing. If they're already making the next one, it could look promising, but it's really not. Which it's like you can't mess this up. or nobody's gonna watch another one if you make a sequel. That's kind of it for the movie review, and I will see y'all in the next movie review. And peace.